Over the last few weeks, Sony has been very open and upfront with their relationship with Disney and Marvel Studios and playing in their playground. Now there's been even more updates and takeaways from recent statements and interviews, and Sony is definitely dropping hints that Kevin Feige is willing to work with them to bring even more Marvel content to Sony properties. It wasn't too long ago that we had the interview with Variety that went over Marvel Studios and Sony's relationship from the Sony side of things. Now, ever since then, there's been interviews with people over on the Disney side where they're definitely excited about their partnership and what they have in store with Spider-Man, and of course dodging the question about any connective tissue between anything, which we sort of understand has to be the logical approach to this due to many different factors. Now, with that in mind, of course, Sony has been teasing that the playground of characters they have that they own is about 900 characters, but they did once again state that the MCU is huge. They have a huge amount of characters, and that also that the sandbox that they play in, that Marvel Studios is willing to work with Sony on making a relationship last even longer. Which again, if you look at some of their more recent statements and what insiders are saying, and what Sony insiders are already saying and how they talk about this, it seems like that this could be a scenario where Sony, if they want to let Marvel Studios use something, they ask for something in return. Now, maybe that's a Marvel Studios character that Marvel Studios isn't going to use necessarily appearing in a Sony property. Like, for all we know, there could be one of the upcoming Spider-Man spin-off films that just features Luke Cage. Maybe it's the same Luke Cage, maybe it's a different one, but they can work with it to make sure everybody benefits from the use of some of these characters that the other studio seems to be interested in. And as Sony once again recently reiterated, there's going to be a lot of opportunities for crossover and to make this relationship stronger. And as they said, they think that that's going to happen even more. So to me, I think this all hinges on what happens with the multiverse concept and what reveals we get, not just in Spider-Man, but more so Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Because if there's some giant hints of what's to come, it's going to be in both of those films combined. And I think once we get to this time of year next year, we're going to have a bigger picture of what is coming at us. And coincidentally enough, that's right around the time we can expect to start hearing news about next year's D23 and the fifth phase being announced and what it consists of. I mean, the way I look at it, this is all just getting ready for an announcement that none of us are expecting. And I think D23 next year will be huge.